All right, how's it going, everyone? It's Nick Atkin here. Sportskeeda MMA One Championship podcast with the general, the two sport king, Jonathan Haggerty. He's joining me today from Koh Samui. He is in training camp ahead of his huge fight with Superlek in Denver. Jonathan, your Wi-Fi isn't very good, so we're gonna see what we can do. But how you doing, man? Yeah, how's everything going? You just got to Thailand, right? I mean, I saw you in Bangkok, but you just got to Koh Samui now.
Yeah, I'm all good, thank you, mate. Thank you for having me. I've just got here in Thailand now. Been here for 2 days, slowly getting into it. I'm excited to be back, and most of all, I'm excited to be back into training camp, especially this up and coming fight that's coming up. I'm motivated and I'm excited to get going.
It's a long camp, isn't it? 12 weeks, I think. It shows how seriously you're taking your opponent. We all know how good Superlek is, the flyweight champ. Is this a show of respect from you for his qualities?
Yeah, I normally always have a long fight camp. It was only like the recent fight with Lobo that the fight camp was short due to injuries that I had. But this is will be the longest fight camp I've had, and I feel like I need it against a top opponent like Superlex. So we'll leave no stone unturned.
Who's out there with you? Who have you got? Has Christian joined you already in Linden?
So I'm just out here with my girlfriend at the moment. Christian's going to be joining us shortly, and also my little brother's going to be joining me shortly as well for training camp. As he'll be fighting shortly as well. He'll be fighting soon.
Yeah, there's a question here in the chat from Chester asking when is Freddie's next fight. So Jonathan's just answered it is soon. Yeah, I saw that Freddie is back in action. How excited is he to return after a very successful debut for him earlier this year, right?
Yeah, he's excited to get back. He's buzzing to get back. He wanted to go again as soon as possible, but they've come with a date now, so he's raring to go, and he can't wait to get back out to Thailand for training camp.
So
I'm
I saw
excited for
you.
him as well.
Well, I'm very excited. Yeah, I saw both of you guys in Bangkok at the Peninsula Hotel. Did you go all the way back to London and then all the way back to Thailand in between? That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. It was just a last minute thing with the one championship. So I flew down the last minute. Didn't pack as I was moving to Thailand, so I left the pack until I went back to England. Got my stuff ready. Went and got my girlfriend, and we've headed out to Koh Samui now. So yeah, short turnaround.
Very short turnaround. How was the trip in Bangkok? Did you see Superlek? I know there are a lot of the big boys were all in town. Anatoly Malakin was there. I saw Superlek. I saw you. I saw Takeru. Do you have any words with your upcoming opponent?
Yeah, I see Super League. I see them all. There was no words really exchanged apart from "How are you?" Basically, there's that mutual respect there with me and Superlek. It was just good to be around it, back in the environment of one championship. I'm glad I went, and I'm very thankful that I got invited to such a great show, and what a show it was.
It was a great show. Did it kind of get your excitement levels up? I know when I saw you in Qatar, you hadn't decided your next opponent, and I saw you looking around the arena before the face-offs, and you seemed to say, "I miss this. I miss the big stadiums."
Yeah,
Was that something you really pushed for with this fight? It's going to be in Denver, 12,000 seat basketball arena where the Denver Nuggets play. Is that something you're really looking forward to, right?
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Most of all, I'm looking forward to getting back in the big arenas. I've been fighting in the Lumpini Stadium recently, although it's a legendary stadium. I just like the big stadiums, the big lights, and I just can't wait to get back in them stadiums and put on a show for everybody.
Yeah, how was it being in Impact Arena compared to Lumpini? Would you like to fight there one day? I'm not sure. Maybe you have already in your career in one, but is that something you'd like to do in the future?
Yeah, I'd like to fight there again. As my last time I was fighting Rotang. I think I fought Rotang in the Impact Arena. Um, Don't quote me on that, but I think that was the fight. But yeah, it'll be good to be fighting back there, and I'm excited, and I can't wait.
Yeah, I forgot that was you already fought there against Rodtang. I remember the first fight was in Manila, wasn't it? I
Most
think
excited to be fighting in America for the first time.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Wi-Fi is getting a little choppy
Yeah,
again.
the second one was in Bangkok.
I just wanted to ask you as well about your opponent, Subulek. He's obviously fighting in a couple of weeks. He's on this big One Friday Fights 68 pay-per-view card. A really tough fight against Kong Torani. Is that something that you feel is a huge advantage for you? That while you're already preparing for him, he's busy preparing for someone who is a killer. We know how good Kong Torani is. Is that something you think about?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was really shocked when that fight got announced. I remember messaging Chris saying, "What's this all about?" But the game plan's been put into place now. We've got a game plan. We're fully on the road to Superlek. I feel like it's a little bit of a disadvantage for him. He's going to shrink his body back down to 61 kilo when I feel like he should be work on building and bulking up to the bantamweight division sort of weight. So we'll see how it plays out. He's got a great opponent ahead of him. I'm excited to watch that fight. Who knows? I might go and make an appearance and watch the performance.
What happens if Kong Torani beats him? Does that take away some shine from your fight with Superlek? Or do you not think he's going to beat him?
I mean, it's a risky fight. I don't understand the fight. But yeah, if he wins, I feel like it does take a little bit of shine away from the fight. But everybody knows that Superlek's one of the pound for pound greats. And I'm just happy to be able to fight him and just being able to get revenge back from the last fight. That's all that matters. So I'm excited for this one. I'm hyped up for it for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned you were surprised he took this fight. So was I, because I felt Superlek was maybe going to build his body up a little bit, the way we've seen you build your body into bantamweight. But I don't think he's got time now because the turnaround is going to be very quick. Do you feel he might be coming in undersized for this fight? And again, that's probably to your advantage, right?
Yeah, I agree. After division, eating more instead of shrinking his body. But who knows? We know he'll be well prepared for the 7th of September, 6th of September in Denver. So it's up to us to focus on our goal, and that's just to win. And we're very confident that we're going to win.
There's one from Story of the Fight here in the chat, asking if you're making any special preparations for the Denver elevation. Obviously, the altitude is high there. Will you be heading out to Denver early? A few people will be going. Last time I was there were a few people out a month before their fight. Is that something you're planning?
Yeah, so we made the decision to go to Denver 6 weeks before the fight. So we're going to be prepared. We know about the altitude. I've even brought my my altitude mask out here to Thailand just to get used to it. But yeah, we know what we're up for.
That's good to hear. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, the connection's not great.
I know it's not good. I keep thinking, has he gone? Has he gone? But you're still there. You're still there.
Still here. We'll try our best. We'll see what we can do. There's another question here in the chat. Everyone wants to talk to you, so I can't let you go yet. Raphael's asking if he beats Superlek, do you think you could be facing Rodtang next? I know you've talked about that fight trilogy. Rodtang's talked about it coming up to bantamweight. I know you don't want to look past Superlek, but what's the logical next step if you beat Superlek?
Yes. So once I beat Superlek, I would love to fight Rodtang again. Everybody knows that there's a trilogy waiting to happen. But I think for now, I'm set on shutting Nico up, giving him a bit of what he deserves. And also, I like to fight and defend my kickbox. It's a new #1 ranked fighter. So that's on my hit list at the moment for sure.
Yeah, you talk about Nico Carrillo. A few people were asking me to ask you about him. We know he's fighting as well in a couple of weeks against Semapet. He's accused you of running from him, ducking him. What's your response to that? I know you've seen what he said on Sky Sports. I'm sure you already responded to him on Sky as well. But yeah, what do you make of that? Is there any merit to his words?
I mean, it's a joke, really. You know, if you could just see the caliber of fighters I've been in there with, been in there the likes with Rotang twice. I'm about to step in with Superlek twice. There's no ducking here. You know, he's done what he's had to do, and now it's his time. So he's number one. See how he gets on against Samapech, which I think he's going to win, and then that's it. It's game on. So we'll see who'll be running in the ring.
And you mentioned kickboxing as well. Are you seeing the winner of this fight next week between Pet Tanong and Alaverdi Ramazanov maybe as your next challenger, your first challenger of your kickboxing belt?
Yeah, I'm excited to see that fight go down. Hopefully, I could be there for the show, which I am. I'm trying to make plans to get there. I think that's a great fight. You know, I think they both are going to stand in the middle and have a good fight. I also want to fight the new number one contender, like I said. So I think he's been saying my name as well. So anybody really, you know, anybody that one throws at me, let's go.
Yeah, I just had to check who is number one now. I forgot. It's Wei Ray. He beat former champion Hiroki Akimoto. What do you make of that fight? Do you think a lot of people thought Akimoto won? I think Chatri also said the judges got it wrong. Did you have an opinion on that one?
Do you know what? I'll be totally honest. I wasn't. I didn't really watch it, but I went and watched the highlights. I thought it was a close fight, but that was just the highlights that I watched. I did see a lot of people saying Akimoto won, um, but once I'm matched up with any of these guys, we'll go back and watch the tapes properly, and we'll go from there. But I'm excited just to get in there again, and like I said, defend the kickboxing belt against anyone that one decides to bring to me.
Yes, story of the fight says you're the last person he would accuse of ducking. I tend to agree. You have taken on all comers. When do you see yourself coming back after the Superleg fight? And if let's say it is Carrillo, when do you want to do that one? Early next year? You've had a bit of a break now, haven't you? So are you feeling refreshed again?
Yeah, I'm fully refreshed to go. Once we get past Superlek, that's on our main head. That's our main goal right now. So once we get past Superlek, which is a massive hurdle, we can start looking at other options. But yeah, Nico Carrillo and also the number one contender for the kickboxing belt is on our list. And I agree with that guy's comment. You know, when they offered me Superlek when I had about 12, 13 fights, I said, let's go. You know, even watching him fight against Chris Shaw, like a few weeks before and he obliterated him, I still decided to say, let's go, even at a heavier weight. So there's no running from anybody around here. And my resume just shows that.
It sounds like you're going to be the main event as well in Denver. Stamp Fairtex is injured, no longer going to fight Zhong Jingnan. Is that does that matter to you? Does that change anything? You feel more pressure, more motivation?
Yeah, it doesn't really change anything for me. I'm just a little bit gutted for Stamp that she's had to withdraw due to an injury. I wish her a speedy recovery. Other than me, sorry, mate. It makes no difference to me. But at the end of the day, we're both going to get in there and we're gonna go for it. That's all that matters.
One here from Bam out of the Bayou asking, what do you think Superlek's weaknesses are that you can exploit? I know you want to give too much away, but do you see things you can take advantage of there?
Yeah, 100%. We see some weaknesses. The first time we got asked to fight Superlek, sorry, not the first time, the second time, this next fight coming up, we had a game plan put in place straight away. My coach Christian Knowles, we put a game plan together. There's a few holes we see in his game, and we're going to exploit them, and we're going to show that September. Just tune in and see.
All right, I can't let you go without asking you your thoughts on what went down in Bangkok with your peer, your compatriot Liam Harrison. I don't know your thoughts on his weight miss, the controversial weight miss. He didn't fight in the end. What was your take on the whole situation? Do you feel any sympathy for him?
I didn't really look into it too much. He's got his opinions and what he thinks happened. So yeah, I'm not too sure. I didn't really look into it, like I said. So that ship's sailed now. I'm over it. But yeah, I'll just see him in America when he fights in the same card as me.
All right. And I'm guessing you've given up on this MMA belt for now. You're talking about defending the Muay Thai belt and your kickboxing belt. Is there still something you want to go after Fabricio Andrade, or have you cooled off on that idea?
I mean, I wouldn't say I've give up. I'm just not sure that's going to happen anytime soon. But if they throw the contract at me after this fight, I'm there to sign it. Like I said, I don't duck anybody. And yeah, if they decide to throw the MMA contract at me, let's go. I'm ready.
I'd like to see it. All right. So what's on the agenda this week? You're going to get a new SIM card for the phone, first of all.
Yes, I think that's. I'm gonna leave now and go to the shop, 7-Eleven. I'm gonna go and get one.
Absolutely. And yeah, you'll be there for 12 weeks. Is that right? Before you head to Denver. It's a busy schedule for you, man.
Yeah, I'm busy schedule, but it's going to be worth it in the end. This fight is what I'm looking forward to. Let's just say that.
Absolutely. Well, I don't want to take any more of your time. Thank you
I've
so
even got
much,
this.
Jonathan.
I'll show you. I'm just going to show you something. Can I flip the camera? I'm not sure if I can flip the camera.
Oh,
How do
yeah,
we flip
for
the
sure.
camera? How do we do it?
I have no idea.
I don't think we can do it. Can we do it? One sec. Stay there. Oh, no, that's not it. I'll just show you something quickly. So this is what we're ready. We're prepared for. This is it.
Oh, here we
People
go.
let fight. We're ready.
You got a whole whiteboard there.
Yep, that's it, mate.
What's you going to be writing on there throughout the camp?
Yeah, so like I said, we just got here two days ago. So our plan will be all written down on there, our meal prep plan. So yeah, we're excited. It's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a long road.
I'm excited to see how it goes. I'm enjoying your documentary series as well on the road to Super League. Everyone go check that out on YouTube. I presume you'll be recording more episodes out there, right?
Yeah, we're going to have another episode coming out. Stay tuned. We've actually got another one coming out as well, just looking back at all my recent fights and going through the fights. So that'll be a good watch. So yeah, if you can, tune in and much appreciate it.
Can you get me in the next one, bro? I wasn't in the last one.
Yes.
Please.
Next, I promise you, we've got you this time. I promise you.
All right. Can't wait. Well, yeah, I'll see you. I'll see you in Denver for sure. I might see you in Lumpini for One Friday Fights 68. I'm sure you'll be keeping a keen eye on your opponent, Super Leg. But thank you very much, Jonathan. I always appreciate your time. And good luck with the camp. Can't wait to see this fight. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time, mate. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. All right, that was Jonathan Haggerty, the general. We persisted with some Wi-Fi issues, but we made it in the end. Yes, he's got bad Wi-Fi. I got bad Wi-Fi. My throat not great either still. I don't know if you all watched some of my interviews from Bangkok. My voice was going in the middle of my pre-fight interviews. So there it is. Better rest it up because I've got 2 more interviews coming your way, guys. We've got Unice Rahar and Ellis Barboza, the buddies, the duo out of Venom. Actually, I think Ellis is doing some stuff at Fairtex now. I'm not sure. But anyway, they'll be joining us. We've got Younes first, 9:30. Ellis, sorry, 10:30. No, 9:30 Bangkok, 10:30 Eastern AM. And then Ellis is after that. So yes, packed show for you guys today. How are you all doing? I hope you enjoyed that first interview. Yes, it's going to be a long camp. But let's talk about some of the big news before Younes gets here. which is Stamp Fairtex. She got engaged. Yes. Big news yesterday dropped. Came out of nowhere. I didn't even know she had a partner. So I'm very happy for her. Yes. Stamp put on social media. It was in a story post, pretty low key. But yes, showed off the ring. Very happy for her. A lot of fans are deeply, deeply sad and upset now because the Stamp simp army, as I call them, have all been an arrow to the heart. Very, very sad for them, though. I'm sure everyone is very happy for her. But yes, I am too. Hopefully, we can catch up with her. She's continuing her knee injury, the rehabilitation from that as well. I hear it's going well. You see her moving around a little bit, which is a good sign. Coffee and chatting with Nick. Today's going to be a good day, says Telvin. It is going to be a good day. It's been a long day out here for me. But I'm looking forward to the rest of this show. Malakin versus Rugrug confirmed. Combat Sports Today asking too. Hasn't been confirmed. I obviously put that news out as well, that Rugrug posted that on his social media. For what it's worth, I've heard rumblings of that fight being in the works, but Anatoly's wife seemed to shoot that down on she commented on Rugrug's post and said the same to me. That's the first she's heard of it, so we'll see. I don't know. What would you make of that fight? Would you like that in Atlanta? I wouldn't mind it. I'm just happy to see anything confirmed for Atlanta because we've had nothing so far, and it's not too far away. It's November, but of course they have to focus on Denver first. Now they've got the big Thailand show out of the way. They do obviously have a big pay-per-view coming up, but I feel like they can kind of cruise on autopilot with the stuff at Lumpini. Attention will be turning now to Denver and the Ball Arena, September 6th, where Mr. Jonathan Haggerty, our first guest, will be headlining, it looks like now, against Superlek. Do you know the exact severity of her injury, Bamos? Yeah, it's a meniscus injury. I've had the same injury a couple times, so I know the time frame. But she is obviously a world-class athlete, and I am not. So my recovery probably took a lot longer than it will for her. But I still think she's best resting the knee for 2 months or 6 weeks minimum. Doing nothing, not stretching it, extending it. You got to just keep it straight. Yeah, you got to lie down basically with your leg up. That's what I had to do. Had the same injury twice. It's pretty horrible, pretty boring. The worst part about it is you feel very alone. So I'm sure Stamp's got a lot of friends visiting her and teammates. I know Matt Lucas was going up there to see her. Very nice of him. I caught up with Matt in Bangkok. He's the head of PR at Fairtex. Very nice guy. We've had him on the show before, so maybe we'll try and get him on again sometime soon. It's meniscus, not a torn ACL, so a lot less severe, but still can be quite debilitating if you don't heal it properly. I didn't heal mine properly, and I still feel the effects of it. Hence why I'm pretty fat and out of shape. I struggle to run. Yeah, this is about 10 years ago, maybe more, and I still can't run on concrete. I can't walk for more than a few hours without it starting to hurt. So I hope Stamp heals up 100% from that, doesn't rush back into anything. When will one come back to Singapore? It's been a while, says Louis. It has been a while, yes. I was thinking about this the other day. I would love to go back to Singapore. I haven't been there since Superlek fought Daniel Mini T. I'm blanking. Fuck, what the hell? When your brain just Daniel Williams, yeah, sorry. Don't mean to disrespect you, Daniel Williams. I know your name. My brain is just tired. Yes, Daniel stepped in on short notice when Rodtang pulled out of that fight. I think that was the last Singapore card I went to, but there was one after that when Stamp won the belt against Hamso. I wasn't there, sadly. I was stuck in Hong Kong. Had to cover the Asian Games, which was a load of BS. Waste of my time. Anyway, that's not a problem anymore. I am at every show going forward. Don't you worry about it. Where is Rodlek? I'm not sure. Updates on Roberto Soldic. No update. He has a very high purse, I believe. And a lot of the MMA guys with the big purses aren't being booked at the moment. I would bet if there's a reinvestment from Qatar or anyone like that, another round of money goes in, then you'll start seeing a lot of these guys with the big MMA purses back. Hopefully it happens soon. Yes, before that, I think you can see that it's more Muay Thai focused product. It has been for the last year or so, maybe a year and a half. But I'm looking forward to. I'd love to see Soldic back. What's going on with Fabricio Andrade? I don't know. I saw he was in Rio helping out Jose Aldo for his UFC fight. I'm sure Andrade will be back soon. I heard rumblings he might be lined up for a defense later this year. I don't know though. We'll see. I actually have no idea. What happened to Sagid, Khabib's protege, Louis asks? Just that was a weird one. Yeah, he was released. I think his contract just run down, and yeah, maybe he was on a big purse as well. I think what one is doing now is trying to grow their own MMA stars, the way they've grown Muay Thai stars on Friday fights. I think you're going to see them take a lot of more prospects, unknowns, and try to build them up. The days of them going and signing UFC stars or ex-UFC stars or free agents, I think will be in the past, unless it's a great opportunity. But yes, we'll see. Do you think they throw some more MMA matches on Denver for the US base? Yeah, I know of a couple of fights on there that haven't been announced, and they are MMA fights, so I'm sure that will satisfy the fans there. Did you see Kazuki Osaki talking about coming to ONE as combat sports today? No, I did not. That'd be interesting. Is Sage Northcutt still in jail? Telling us, yes, firmly. He's locked away without a key. He's in solitary, I think. No windows. No yard time. What happens if Kong Torani beats Superlek? Nicola asks. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? Well, first of all, what happens is he will be the number one contender for Rodtang, you'd imagine. So Rodtang's going to have to fight Kong Torani. And he's also probably going to be putting his name in the hat to fight Superlek for the kickboxing belt. I don't think you'd see him slide in to face Haggerty or anything like that. But it's interesting, yes. Stranger things have happened. Anything on Shingers? No, nothing. Beyond Kickboxing put out an update the other day that he is not 100% aligned, it seems, with ONE. So keep your eyes on that. How come their situation is not resolved yet? Ask the Chandy. I don't know. I have no information on that. From what it sounds like, is he wanted to leave ONE in January or February, something like that. And then ONE officials told me, yes, that's not going to happen. They want to keep him. And they want him for this featherweight kickboxing Grand Prix. So, but it sounds like he's not 100% signed on for that. And we haven't had an announcement about that yet. So something's definitely holding up. Louis, us. I know it's been a while when Stamp versus Ham came out, it was supposed to be in Lumpini. Then halfway through ticket sales, it was changed to Singapore. Do you know what happened? One is never explained. I think what happened is they wanted a big stage for Stamp's entrance. I'm not kidding. They want the Stamp dance. You can't do the Stamp dance on that Lumpini really, because I'm sure you've all seen there is no stage. There's just the kind of entranceway opens up like an amphitheater, Roman Colosseum. Yes, that is the reason I was told. Or I'm not sure I was even told that. I think I maybe just speculated that, but yeah, I don't think you have Stamp Fairtex fight at Lumpini. You know, I think you can move tickets with her in bigger arenas. Same with Rodtang. Same with Tawan Chai. I don't think you'll see those three fight at Lumpini too often anymore. Now that we saw what happened at 167, big crowd for Rodtang, Tawan Chai. But anyway, we'll get back to that. I got Younes.
Salam alaikum.
How are you? Eid Mubarak. Is that right?
Eid
Have I said it the
Mubarak,
right way?
brother. Eid Mubarak.
Yes. You're celebrating today.
Yeah, we're not celebrating, brother. We're still training.
You never stop. Never stop, right?
Never stop, brother. Until we reach the top.
Till we reach the top. Well, that is still the goal. Have you got any headphones, by the way? Sorry, I'm here. I could hear some feedback. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
One sec. All right, we got Unice Rahar here, guys. He had a couple of fights with Simapech, as you all know. One went his way, one did not. Last time out, it was unfortunate for him, but we'll get his thoughts on it. Good morning, Rabah. It's good evening for Younes. He's in Thailand, so.
Good evening, yeah.
All right, now we've lost your picture.
Just 1 minute. Give me 1 minute,
yeah.
please. Yeah.
I need to get a producer here, don't I, guys? Yeah, I need to have someone screening my guests, getting it all sorted before they come in. Don't have the budget for that. This is a low production show. I hope you all enjoy it anyway, still. We had Haggerty's Wi-Fi problems. Eunice's audio issues. Here he is. Get your questions in now, though, guys. I'll answer a few more of yours, if you have any, while we wait for Younes. Bro, live interview is risky. Yes, it is. It is very risky. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Sometimes it goes very smoothly. Normally there's some hiccups. But you get the fan questions, which is awesome, yes, of course. That's why I like to do these interviews, because I do a lot of the interviews on the ground with the fighters. Before the show, after the show, you've seen them. I don't like sitting... Now that the pandemic is over, I hate doing these things over the internet unless it's live, because I think live adds a different element to it. You guys can all watch and you can ask questions. Yeah, I'm not really into recording interviews anymore over Zoom or whatever, unless it's a special one. And talking of which, I will be having an interview, I believe, on Wednesday morning, Asia time, with the boss, Chatri Sitchatong. Again, another interview. So hopefully you all enjoyed the last one. I'm just going to mute Younes there because his... Yes, there we go. Oh, he's back. Now he's back.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, how are you doing, Younes? Yes, celebrating, but not celebrating too hard. Yeah, you always like to stay in shape, right?
Yeah. This time I'm not gonna do the same mistake. I'll stay safe forever.
Stay in shape forever. Yeah, you say mistake. What happened last time? We saw you. The weight cut Do you feel the weight cut didn't go so well? And then we saw you were very weak against Semapet. You told me you had been ill the night before as well, right?
Yeah, you know, last time is like the weight cut is very hard for me, and it's never happened the same to me. Like I never had this before, and you know, you see last time what happened to Liam Harrison.
Yes.
I think the same happened to me because when I was doing the weight cut with Peter, Mehdi, and Ellis was in the room, and then I reached my weight. I was like 65.8, and then when we go to the scale, one championship scale, so he told me that like you are 3 pound over. So I don't know what happened. So I have to come back to my room and doing the same thing again. You know.
Yeah, I spoke to Peter in Bangkok.
Yeah.
He's obviously condition nutrition. He's helping out Liam. Do you feel we all know how Liam feels? Do you think there's a problem with these scales, or they're just not
I don't know, to be
calibrated?
honest. Like, yeah, the weight is something different because my weight, the one I was on my room, I just put dumbbell of 3 kilo and it was like 3 kilo. When I go to one championship scale, it was like 3 pound over. So I don't know. And then after when I did the hydration test and then I jumped to the scale again, so my weight was like 2 pound under. I was 143. So yeah.
It's mysterious. I don't know what's going on. Would you
Yeah.
like to see a digital scale, something like that, introduced in one
Yeah, I think
championship?
much better. I think like if they put like two more scale or something, so we can now. Yeah.
All right, but you said as well you're not going to let it happen anyway. So you're
Yeah.
staying. You're just staying at the same shape now. Is that the plan going forward?
But to be honest, like I decide me and my team, like we have to move to another division because you know, like cutting weight a lot is unhealthy, man, and it's not worth it. You know, because last time I almost died, and what happened to me after check weight, I get so sick, and I was me and Ellis Barboza in the room, and you know, I I don't know. Like I just remember this one. It was hard. I was eat. I after the check weight, everything I eat, even drink water, I start to throwing back, and yeah, and then I have to call doctor, and he told me you can't fight. So I just push it. I don't know why I fight. You know, like yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you didn't seem like yourself in the ring. I was very
Yeah.
shocked by the
Yeah, you
performance,
see,
and yeah,
everything was shocked, brother. Like even myself, because my body say no and my mind say maybe it's work, but it's never work. You know, like when your body say no, so you have to listen to your body. You know, because there is many fighter in one championship they pull out just like for small reason. I was so sick, and I jumped to the ring. Like, you know, even Ellis Barboza, he say like, let me call Mehdi Zatout and tell him Younes is very sick, so he cannot fight. I say, no, please don't call him because I know Mehdi, he will say, you don't fight. So
yeah.
I push myself like through bad things. So yeah, it will never happen again.
One, I know Mehdi was keen for you to stay at bantamweight, but you're talking about moving up, right? Is that what you want to
Yeah,
do?
yeah, yeah. I feel because you know, like my strength, I have the power on my hands, I have the power on my leg, so I think like I'm gonna use it in the 70 kg. You know, it's much better for me because if I lose my power in cutting weight, so and you know the fight is the fight, you know, and yeah,
That's interesting then. So sort of going to be looking to make a splash in the featherweight division. There's some big names there. You know, who would you like to
yeah.
take on? We've
I
got
need I need to eat all the big shark, brother. You know, yeah.
well,
Because
yeah,
I feel like even the featherweight is like they need some noise. They need something new, you know. And I feel like I have the power, I have the skill, I have everything like to be the champion in the featherweight. Yeah,
that's interesting to me. I mean, there's some killers obviously there. We know Tawan Chai, Super Barn, City Chai, Joe Nattawut. Luke Lissy is going to fight next month or in a couple of weeks. I think Jimmy Vieno is going to fight Shadow on the Friday Fight 68. Is there any name you think would be good to debut against if you do go up to featherweight?
For me, I don't have like names, but for me, like I always like to challenging myself. So like everyone and everyone ready to fight me, I will fight him. And kickboxing and Muay Thai, both of them. I feel I'm ready. And I think the only one he can beat me now, you know who?
Kickboxing as well. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
kickboxing. I told you like there is only one guy he can beat me now. Do you know him?
I'm trying to think. Is it Chingiz?
No. It's Mr. Chatri. After
Oh,
watching his
Chatri.
video, after watching his video, yeah,
Oh, you like his pad work, do you?
yeah, man. You see, like to be in, yeah, he looked sharp. He looked very good. Yeah, just like I don't know that he doing Muay Thai like this. I think like, but when I saw his video, I was shocked. Yeah.
Well, yeah, someone was asking me in the last interview with Haggerty earlier in the show to ask Haggerty about Chatri's pad work, but I didn't want to, put Jonathan on the spot. But you're impressed by Chatri's pad work, are you? You think he's sharp?
Yeah. It's very good. Yeah, I like him. Like because it's the first time I see him like on the pad work, so I was shocked. Like saying, man, yeah, he's so good.
Title shot incoming for you after that praise, I believe. Yeah, says
Yeah.
story of the fight. Well, yeah, I'm happy to see you go up to featherweight. I'm happy to see you stay at bantamweight, but we need you to call your shot, Younes. If you can't fight Chatri, who's it gonna be?
I don't know. I don't know. Like for me, I think like City Shy is gonna be good fight for me. Like even me and my team, we think like City Shy is gonna be good for fight for me. And like even he fight with one of our guys before and he lose against him. So I think we have to do it again one more time. So for me, I think City Shy is gonna be good fight, kickboxing or Muay Thai. Especially last time I watched his fight against the Japanese guy, he wasn't like that much perfect fighter. So yeah, for me, I feel like I can beat him.
Ooh, wow,
Yeah.
my co-host won't enjoy those comments. He's City Chai's boss. You're lucky he's not here this week. He'd be very upset. But
Yeah.
yeah, but the
But
Chandy 98.
brother, listen, this is nothing, just respect. I like him as fighter. I know he's legend, he's good fighter, but like this is just like fight, I like to fight him. Yeah. And as
I
I
wouldn't
told
mind
you
seeing that
before,
fight.
I
Yeah.
want to fight the big sharks. Yeah.
Well, they have a Grand Prix coming up potentially. Would you want to throw your name into the hat for that tournament?
Yeah. I would like to see my name there. It's gonna be amazing. Yeah.
All right. What about this trilogy with Semapet? Asks the Chandy 98.
Hello.
Oh, we lost your earphones again.
What happened?
The audio changed. Looks like.
Hello.
Hello. More technical difficulties. All right, we'll see if we can get Younes back. But yes, I will get this answer to the question if he wants a trilogy with Simmerpet. Don't worry, Chandy. I will get this. Yes, Younes in the Grand Prix. Would you like to see it, guys? I do wonder who they can fill it with past the obvious names, so it may not be the worst idea. Tristan about to crash the show. Yeah, I'm worried. If he's listening, he's probably going to be storming in after that. Just checking my text in case. He has not messaged me. I asked him earlier, but the guy's busy. He runs a gym. Petrosian. You mean Petrosian versus Younes or Petrosian in the Grand Prix? I'm not sure. See, we're going back.
Hello.
There we
Yeah,
go.
sorry,
There we
but
go.
someone called me. Yeah,
Oh yeah, it's all
yeah,
good. Right, I was asking, would you do a trilogy with Semapet? The fans want to know.
yeah. This is the only fight that maybe I'm going to fight again in bantamweight. Yeah, it's the only one because it's unfinished business. And like for me, if I don't get sick last time, like if Simapet he fight me 1,000 time, I will beat him 1,000 time. Yeah. When I get sick, like, I fight just with my heart. I jump to the ring and I was very happy that he get the bonus, because I think he was fight a lot for the bonus, so I was happy for him.
Do you think he's got a chance against Nico Carrillo? Not many people giving him much of a chance, are they?
I don't know. It's depend on him, depend on his camp, how it's work. Like for me, like yeah, Simapet is good fighter as well, and yeah, Nico is good fight. So I expect good fight both of them. Yeah.
Is Nico another one you think maybe his future lies at featherweight? We know how big he is as well. He seems to cut a lot
Yeah,
of weight to get down to bantamweight.
yeah, yeah. You see, it's big. Yeah, I don't know. He puts it himself like through this. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. For me, like the only one, maybe I fight him one more time in the featherweight, in the bantamweight is Simape. I will go back again and do the same thing again. Yeah.
Not even if it was Haggerty title shot, something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Why not? I meet him in the hotel. He was look at me all the time, and I say,
Yeah,
He say, you're so big. I say, you know what? You're the next. He told me just focus on your weight first. I say, okay.
yeah. He was laughing after that show because you guys were on the same card, and I asked him in our interview about you, and he said he's like, "Oh yeah, the scales made him cry. What do you think I'm gonna do to him?" So
He'll do nothing. He just talking. I meet him in the hotel. He look like, he keep look at me all the time. I respect him. I respect his title and everything. But like if about fighting, he will do nothing. I just get sick. And yeah,
all right. Well, when you gonna have you back then? Because it's been a few months now, and I
yeah,
know
you
you're
see,
itching to get
you
back
see,
in the ring, right?
yeah. Now I'm having like good team around me, the best team ever. We train a lot. I have good sparring. I train every day. I'm in shape. I'm ready to fight, ready to smash everyone now. And yeah, we're just waiting for the call.
Ideally, you want to get back in there, maybe August, something like that.
Yeah, August is gonna be amazing for me. Even me and my team, we talk like August is gonna be the best month for me. Yeah.
Because we saw Ellis, your teammate, your friend, just jumped on this July card because there was an opening and he'd taken a fight on short notice
Yeah.
against Alif. So are you hoping maybe you could jump on something if another fight falls through in the next couple of months?
Yeah, for me, like I told you, like I'm gonna stay in shape forever. So for me, even if they call me for July fight, I would be there. I like the short notice fight, you know? Yeah.
Are you going
So
to
I'm
be
ready
there
for
with
July.
Ellis?
Okay, I'm gonna be there. Yeah, for sure. He's my brother, so
Yeah, he helped you out last time, right?
yeah, yeah, gonna help him. And it's gonna be good fight. And for me, like both of them are good fighter, but I think Ellis he's more smart, more stronger than him, and he will finish him. I think.
Yeah, we have Ellis coming up on the show in about 9 minutes. So
Yeah,
we'll wrap up with Younes for now. Um, what does the rest of the week look for you before you head out to Bangkok? Anything fun planned? Talk me through Eid. I don't know much about Eid. I'm pretty ignorant, but what does it
yeah.
look like?
I eat now. I eat here in Thailand and in Algeria is different. Even for me, like this is my first time I eat in Thailand. So I just was watching, and today, like, how we say, we We slaughter. Yeah, today we slaughter me and Mehdi.
How do you say that? Slaughter.
How we say slaughter? Slaughter. Yeah, we cut by the neck.
Oh, you kill some
Yeah,
animal. All right.
yeah, we kill the animal today.
I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow. Must be an interesting one. Uh, did you? I presume you don't film it or anything. Social. No one wants to see it, right?
No. I film it's on my phone. I just send it to my family and that's it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, keep it.
I'm gonna send it to you later.
All right. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
have to. I'm an animal lover, even though I'm a meat eater. But
Are you vegan?
I'm not vegan. No. I'm just one of those hypocrites who
Oh,
eats
okay.
meat.
It's okay, brother.
All right. Well, yeah. Final message,
Yeah.
Younes, to the fans. I know you got a lot of fans who are waiting to see you come back. What are you
Yeah,
going to say?
so I just want to say to all my fans, especially the Algerian, the Arab, the North Africa, I say I love you guys and keep supporting me. And your champ is coming back soon. Yeah, and that's it. I have big support in Algeria and I have big love. They're all waiting for me to shine again, and that's it. And for me, like the goal is one. I just want to be champion, and every day I look at myself in the mirror. I say like I have the champion face. So yeah, I just
I
want to
see
be
that.
champion and like give hope to the Algerian and the North African. They didn't get the chance to be champion. So yeah,
I've seen
I
your
give him
support.
hope.
Yeah. Every
Yeah,
time I share stuff with you on Instagram, always lots of comments from your fans back home.
yeah.
So we'll
So
share
yeah,
something from this
th-
interview. We'll get
yeah.
it popping again.
I'm gonna do it for them, and yeah, we'll shine again.
All right. Well, thank you, Younes, for joining me
Thank
on the
you
show.
very much. Thank you very much, Nick, brother. You're the best, and yeah,
You're the best. I'll see you
yeah,
in Bangkok, I guess, for Ellis's fight. Yeah.
yeah. 5 July.
5 July. All right. Well, we got Ellis coming up soon. So,
Okay. Thank you,
yeah, well,
brother. See you
thank
soon.
you. See you
I just
soon.
want to say hi and thank you to all my team, Venom team, and to Mehdi Zatut. And there is one guy, Selim, my brother. Thank you very much, and yeah, see you. See you,
Shout
Nick.
out. We got to get
Thank you.
Mehdi on the show. He told me he would do it already. So I need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
ask him
yeah.
again.
He will come soon.
All right. I'll message him.
Okay.
Okay. Cheers,
Okay,
Younes.
brother.
See you soon.
Thank you.
All
See
right.
you. Okay, bye.
That's it. We got Ellis Barboza coming up, guys, in 5 minutes. I will throw it to the chat. If you have any questions quickly. I think Ellis is actually, I don't know whether he's with Younes in the same room. They're always hanging out together. Right. July could use another good fight. It could, yeah, it could. Some bit of reshuffling going on with that card. You guys are all gonna see soon. Okay. Yes. Ellis Barboza joining the show soon. What were we talking about before Younes came on? I can't remember. The latest news. Maybe it was Rugrug and Anatoly. Uh, not too much else. Oh, I was talking about my interview with Chatra. Yeah, I'll be having an interview with the boss on Wednesday morning, I believe, and then it won't be live. I think it'll be recorded. I'll stick it on the YouTube for you all to enjoy. If you got anything you'd like me to ask him, just leave a comment on this channel on this video after it ends, or in the chat now. Maybe easier for me to see if you leave it after the show ends, but I'll try and grill him. I asked him a few things obviously after the show Impact Arena in the press conference. I'm sure some of you watched or listened. I didn't get to ask him everything. Chachi was also a bit sick that week, so I don't think he was asking too much. Answering too much, sorry. Sorry, he blew up at this Thai reporter or something. I think that the Thai reporter was asking him if the main event was fixed or something like that, and he got a bit angry. But yeah, kudos to Chatri. He was sick all week. He didn't do the press conference pre-fight. He then had a business they had a business summit thing on Friday with the woman many think is the future Prime Minister of Thailand. She is the head of the, I hope I pronounced this right, Muay Thai Party. Is that right? Shinawatra, I forget her first name. Someone will know in the chat. I don't. But she was there. Pai Tong Tam, I think. Yes. She was very, very happy about One Championship's efforts to promote Thailand with Muay Thai. Very happy indeed. Gave a glowing review of that. So seems like One is very firmly in there in Thailand with the powers that be. Good for them. What lies will he come up with this time? Ego Kind says. Let's see. Tune in. I'm sure you guys all want me to ask him about Pan Payak, so I will. Anyway, Ellis is here. We can get onto that a bit later. Ellis Barboza.
Yes, brother.
He's got a black screen as well. I'll just remove him from the chat. So many technical difficulties at the moment. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, we're 0 for 3 on guests today with Wi-Fi, audio. It happens, guys, sometimes when you go live. Right. Can I ask Chatri if they could do a one event in Hawaii headlined by Christian Lee? Of course, I'll ask him. I'll ask him about Christian, yeah, because Christian was there last week. Right, here he is. Ellis is back.
Yes, brother. How you doing?
We're good. I would ask you how you're doing, but I know you're doing good because you got a fight booked, so you must be very happy.
Yeah, good to be back, brother. Long time, huh?
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. You've had to wait patiently for your suspension to be up after that Tongpoon fight. You must be itching, chomping at the bit, as we say.
Yeah, exactly, bro. It's been a long time coming. But I've just been ticking over the whole 6 months, staying ready. So obviously this fight came short notice, but I've stayed ready, so it's no problem to me, you know.
Yes, it's a tough guy as well. Alif Sword Deshapan. We've seen what he can do on Friday fights. We know what he's capable of. Obviously, didn't go his way in the kickboxing fight, but Muay Thai is his bread and butter. So you're expecting to see the real Alif, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, Alif's a very good opponent. I give him respect. I've trained hard for him, but I believe he's not on my level. So I'm excited to prove the fans and make a statement come fight night, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure you've been getting lots of comments from fans probably saying, this and that, drug tests. Are you happy to prove to them that, you know, you're going to see Ellis Barboza, the real Barboza, doesn't need any substances if everyone's saying you do?
You know, people are talking no matter what I do, you know, or anyone does in this sport, it's part of the game. So I don't really care what they have to say, but of course I'm gonna come and prove to myself that I'm here to be the best in the division, you know. No matter what they say, whether I'm winning or losing, it doesn't really affect me. I want to put that in the past, you know. But for sure, I know there's eyes on this fight because of what happened. So I'll make sure I turn up and I show my best self.
The Chandy says, you sound like a Brummie. I believe you are from Birmingham, right?
That's because I am a Birmingham.
You've got an interesting story. I was reading about it before. Could you tell it in your own words how you sort of came to follow Muay Thai? I was reading, you were getting in scraps on the street or something, and your mum wanted you to do it to channel your anger.
Yeah, like I come from a single parent family, you know, so for me growing up, I didn't really have any direction from a father figure. I didn't have in that sense, just anyone sort of pushing me in the right way. So that came out in some sort of anger when I was growing up. But then I joined the gym when I was about 12, and I just got hooked on fighting. And from that point on, I've just been in the gym every night, you know.
I would have said I was like fighting as if I was a professional back then. That's how serious I took it. So then, like when these fights come along now, it just feels like I belong here, you know.
Oh, 100%. And I believe you have some Portuguese in you. Is that right? Is that where El
Yeah,
Jefe comes from?
yeah. My surname Barboza. That's like Portuguese heritage. If you go back,
Interesting.
you know,
Portuguese.
it's Edson Barboza commented on my fight in one championship. He was like Barboza question mark.
That must be fun. What a legend.
Yeah, he's a idol.
How many Portuguese in Birmingham? Is it a big enclave?
No, not really. Like I think it was like my grandparents that migrated before, so it's not really like a big community. I'd class myself as British, as you can hear in my voice. I'm very much British in culture. I grew up in the UK, like the way I am is British, so just my family heritage goes back to Portugal.
Are we cheering for the Three Lions at the Euros?
Yeah, I will be. I will be. Yeah, you know, I don't watch too much football now, but I will be. I will be cheering.
Did you see the match last night? It was a horrible time, 3 a.m. or something.
No, I didn't watch it. What was it? I wouldn't even know the score, brother.
It's weird because all the Thai MMA fights are obsessed with football, but it seems like not many of the English ones or the ones I would expect to like it don't seem to really enjoy it. Is it is it me? Yeah, I mean, Ranier de Ridder, the Dutch MMA guy, he doesn't like football.
Yeah,
I'm
bro. I just like fighting, you know.
just like fighting. Yeah, must be
Yeah.
must be
Too many things going on, bro, to be watching football. And I feel
exactly
like, you know, because we're in such a tough game and like I don't know, I just respect fighting a lot more than I do football.
100%. Well, we know Rod Tang likes it at least. He's always
Yeah,
playing football.
the Thais they love football.
But you aren't doing football to get your cardio up, are you? I've seen you've been putting in the work out in Pattaya. Have you used this 6 months off to level up more than anything?
Yeah, 100%. Like the version you're gonna see of me is levels above the last version. I haven't had a day off the gym in these 6 months, you know, like I've not been able to fight and I've stuck in the gym, I've worked on things. You know, I've actually enjoyed it a little bit to be honest, like just to have that time to work on myself, you know, keep my head down, stay out of the noise. And come fight night you're gonna see a good version of me, you know.
And I know you were interested in a rematch with Tong Poon, but he lost his last fight to Zakaria El Jamari.
Yeah.
Is that something you feel is not so appealing now, getting that win back with Tong? I mean, you beat him already, but yeah, you want to obviously
Y-
get an official win.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not bothered because in my head I like no matter what happened, I know how I beat him through skill, you know, and I take that win. Um, and I'm focused on the belt, you know. I wanna beat people who are gonna move me up the rankings. For me, like yes, if I beat him, it's a nice win on my record, but it doesn't really move me forward. It kind of just like says that the first time was correct. You know what I mean? So I want every fight. I want to progress. I want to fight a new name, someone that's gonna put me up the rankings, and then I slowly get to that belt.
Yeah, I feel like we don't have physical rankings for your division. I'm just checking the website.
No,
So, I mean, theoretically, if you beat a Leaf, what number would you think is next to your name after that?
I don't know, man. Like because of in my division, I guess it's based on hype. Like Tongpin was a good name to beat because he's famous in Thailand, and Alif is another good name like that. So these are the kind of fights I want. I want the ones where they're the big name and people don't think I can win, and then I come here and I win and I show, and then slowly people will start to see my level. I'd say he's in the top five. But as you said, sorry, there's no ranking. So I'd like to push for a ranking so I can tick the names off. I'll do it step by step, no problem. But I'd like to know where the names are, you know?
Well, we know he's got the belt. How
Yeah.
many fights do you see before you get in the ring with him? I think he's obviously busy next week, but yeah, what
Yeah.
timeline are you picturing?
Yeah, I'm not here to call the shots. You know, I know he's busy. Everyone wants that belt, but I'd like it in. I think 2, 3 fights, 2, 3 solid, more wins. You know, against big names. I think I'd be in a good position to say, you know, give me title shot. But
You're
without
not.
a rankings, it's hard to say like who I have to beat or what I have to do. You know, so I don't want to just be shouting my mouth saying, "Oh, I've beat this guy." You know, a rankings would be good in our division.
Well, I'm on the rankings panel, so maybe I will run it up the chain, Ellis. See if we can't
Yeah,
get
man.
a little top 5. I think they used
Let's
to
get
have
it done.
one, but they just keep
Put
removing
put me in
certain
at number
divisions.
2, yeah.
Sure.
Well, number 1 actually. Then you got the champ, haven't you? It's done like that.
Why not? I'll do you a solid. Don't worry.
Let's go.
I'm a bit sick still. Sorry. Well, yeah, you'll be there. Obviously, fight night. Eunice is gonna corner you or be in your corner. Will you be watching Friday Fight 68 as well?
Yeah, for sure. There's so many big fights on that I'm excited about. Even like Pacorn, he's coming back. He was one of my favorite fighters. Like when I was growing up and watching him. And Rafi Boich, he's fighting. He's very good. Um, my mind's gone blank of who's even on the card. I looked at it this morning, but there's many big fights on it that I would want to watch. Yeah,
It's gonna be a good show.
and obviously Prajan DeBella, my eyes is on that.
Of course, yeah. Would you consider crossing into kickboxing, or is it not in your plans?
Yeah, 2 belts is better than one, eh?
Not bad. Someone asking me in the chat to ask you about your beef with the Irish Muay Thai fighter Garrett Smiley.
Yeah.
Any? I have no idea about this. Is there anything I should know?
Yeah, he's just some guy in Ireland who's posting constantly on social media. He seems to have a thing for me and what happened, you know, but I just stay focused on myself. For me, like the fact that he's so interested in my career shows he ain't doing too much himself, you know what I mean? So he should just stay in his own lane and just focus on what he needs to be doing rather than focusing on my journey, you know?
Yeah, for those who don't know what happened, like I think you explained to me, you felt it was some sort of accident. You didn't know what you took. Is that right?
Mm.
Just for anyone who doesn't know in the chat, I want to give you the chance to say it in your own words.
Yeah, so I was given some medication from for during a time when I was sick because my immune system was down. I had an infection. This was 6 months prior to me signing to one championship. So at this point in time, I didn't know that this substance was. Well, first of all, I didn't even know what it was. That it would be a banned substance on one. I wouldn't have knew that I would be getting signed to one in 6 months' time anyway. You know, so this substance came up in a drug test, which was a surprise to me. As I put on online, I apologize for it. And yeah, just want to try and move on from it, you know, because accidents happen. Now I'm in this sort of big league. Obviously, I have to be careful with this kind of thing, and it won't be happening again. That's for sure.
Yeah, I guess you're probably tired of all the questions about it. I suppose
Yeah.
getting a big win in a couple of weeks is the best way to, put it in the rear view, right?
Yeah, that's the most annoying thing, you know, because I worked so hard for that fight, not just this one camp, that last camp. I've worked since I was young to get to this level, you know. And then one thing happened, and then everyone forget all your hard work. Like you can take some magic pill and be an animal. It doesn't work like that, you know. I sacrifice so much. I'm away from my family, you know. Like I give everything to this game, and people just forget so quick. So for me, yeah, I have things to prove in 3 weeks. I want to silence the people and then just put it in the past. You know, I'm hoping that another big win, people will see and be like, okay, yeah, he's the real deal. You know.
Tetsuya, I think what are your thoughts on Tong Poon's drip? His outfits are I enjoy them, but
I mean, it's not my style, but whatever floats his boat. I mean, he looks pretty cool.
I quite like your stuff as well. You had a
Yeah.
nice basketball shirt, I think, last time.
No, I came in a nice polo, bro. I'm in business, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that was for Unice's fight.
That was for Younes. Yeah.
I had no idea you were from Birmingham. And when you started talking, I was like, "Who is this guy?" It was when I first met you. I was like, "It's Ellis Barboza." I
Yeah,
didn't
like
know.
when
Yeah. because I wasn't there at your first fight. I missed that show completely. I didn't hear you talk or anything. I knew you're from the UK, but you
Yeah,
caught me
my
off guard.
voice and my name doesn't really match, does it?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love it. All right, well, I think you're also celebrating Eid today as well, right? How's it been?
Yeah, Eid Mubarak. It's been good. I mean, I'm in camp, so it's been a little bit different to Younes. You heard what he got up to.
Slaughtering animals. Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the culture in Islam. It's they do this, and then you get a lot of blessings from this. It's like a sacred thing. But yeah, I've just been in camp, bro. I'm head down. Obviously, still celebrating, but just more focused.
Yeah, you can celebrate after. When did you find out about this fight? How short was it?
About 3 weeks ago, I believe. No,
No head.
yeah,
Yeah.
about three weeks ago. So I had a 6 week camp, so it's not too short notice, I guess. Some people obviously they like longer, but for me, I'm always fight ready anyway. I'd take a fight on a week's notice. So
Yeah, I feel like in one championship, you have to be ready at any moment, right?
you never know what opportunity comes up. So a true fighter stay ready anytime, and I don't really believe in fight camps and too much planning. If you're the best, you're the best, and that's it.
I like that attitude. All right, I'm gonna hand it to you. Final message, Ellis. What you got to say to everyone who's going to tune in One Fight Night 23 in a couple of weeks?
I'd just like to say thank you for all the support I have online. I mean, so many people reach out to me and give me support from all over the world, and I really appreciate that. And I'm training hard, and for sure in 3 weeks you're going to see the best version of me, and you're going to be happy with the performance.
I can't wait to see you back. Thanks for doing the show, and I'll see you in fight week, I'm sure. Ellis El Jefe Barboza is back, ladies and gents. Watch
Thank
out.
you,
It's
brother,
gonna be fireworks, I'm sure, against Elif, right?
for sure. And thank you for your time, bro. You're doing a great
Thank
job.
you for your time. You're doing a great job. We'll catch up soon. Cheers, bro. Thank you so
See you
much.
soon, bro. Bye-bye.
All right, that was Ellis, the boss, Barboza, El Jefe. That is it. 3 interviews done. I got another 15 minutes or so if people want to chat, do some news. I think I was talking about the Chatri interview. Yes, if you're joining late, I'll be speaking to Chatri, I believe, on Wednesday morning. It'll all be good. I'm gonna ask him some fun stuff. I've also got another podcast or live show lined up for Wednesday as well. Getting the guest list, so to speak, together still, but I know I do have Adriano Moraes, former flyweight MMA champion, will be joining us. We'll be starting that one a little early because he needs to start around 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, so the morning, or it'd be 8:30 Bangkok PM, 10:30 or 9:30 Hong Kong PM, 9:30 PM Singapore. Don't worry, I'll get all the timings on the show. So we'll start a bit early on Wednesday. I'm going to try and line up another guest or two, and who knows? But yes, we'll have a pre-recorded chat with Chatri. Nissi, hello Nissi. Everyone, if you don't follow Nissi, you need to go follow him now on all the social media channels. He's the absolute best. I love this guy, Nissi Cashano. He knows more about the Filipino MMA scene, the combat scene, than anyone. You need to be following him. He's a legend. Where do I get my shirts? This one was in Japan, actually. Yeah, I went to Osaka a few weeks ago or last month. It was pretty pricey, but I liked it. Yeah, it's very nice, breathable material. It was a good one for Thailand last week. I picked up a few other beauties. You're gonna love them. I'll be rocking those bad boys next week for sure, and the week after. I bought some absolute belters in the shopping mall next to the hotel after 167. You guys, you're in for a real treat. Trust me. Some of my best shirts ever, I think. Anonymous, with Stamp getting married, what does it mean for the atomweight division? Who knows? Yeah, if yeah, is this gonna it's gonna cause her to fight less, fight more? Who knows? Let's see how it plays out. I'm sure some people will speculate, oh, will she lose motivation to fight, this and that? Will she want to, as we saw with Angela, have children? Not sure. We'll have to see how it plays out. Personally, I feel Stamp is super motivated to go down in history as, she's already gone down in history, but I think make even more history. I don't see her walking away anytime soon. You saw how much it meant to her to be ruled out of those fights with that injury. She was crying in the hospital. So yeah, I wouldn't worry, guys. She'll be back very soon, I'm sure, as quick as possible. I'm sure she will still be putting all the necessary attention she needs to on her training and her fight career. Do you think one leans more into MMA now? Thailand has a shiny new MMA association. It's the story of the fight. Maybe, but I think the guy running that is at loggerheads with one, or it's just the guy who runs BKFC Asia, right? I need to check that. I know, yeah, they're not on great terms, so I'm not sure. I feel like one is not really gonna do too much with Thai MMA. They had Shannon Weirchai. They didn't want to use him. He was looking for fights all of last year, and they didn't do anything. There's not many other people, but I thought Shannon could be that figure to inspire a lot of young Thai MMA fighters and show them it's not just Muay Thai or kickboxing they can go to. They can do MMA. Do feel there's a big chance missed for them there, big opportunity. I would love to see them perhaps get back together. And I just think Shannon would be perfect for some of these Friday fights, quarterly shows, the temp poles, the way Sexan was last year. Just have him whip the crowd into a frenzy, give him some good matchups. Don't give him any killers or anything, but I think Shannon, he still wanted to have a run at the belt. We won't see it now, but I would love to see Shannon back. But yeah, there's not much depth to Thai MMA, to be honest. Hope to meet you someday, Nissy. You gotta meet Nissy, Fizz, if you haven't. I mean, you seem to hang around Team Lakai all the time, and I think Nissy does too. So I'm sure you will bump into each other. Please ask Chatri what led to one of his greatest business decisions to get rid of ring girls. Sorry. I thought everyone likes the ring girls, but I have this grudge against them for 2019 July in Kuala Lumpur. One of them shot me in the face with the t-shirt gun from the ring. I was not ringside. I was quite far away. They managed to hit me with a t-shirt, broke my glasses. Yeah, I'm very angry. No, I don't know what happened. They never seem to came back after the pandemic. I don't know. But there was always a long line of horny men queuing up to get pictures with them at the shows and the pre-fight press conferences and things. So, and their hashtag they have is very popular on Instagram. One Championship Ring Girls, I think. So they had a lot of fans. Yeah, I remember that day. I'm never going to forget. But to be fair, they apologized. I saw them after the show at the after party, and they were very apologetic when I told them what happened. They're very nice people. Yeah, it did traumatize me slightly. I'm running out of breath again, guys. I thought I was recovered. I'm not. Yeah. Drinking tea here. Appreciate you putting up with my voice troubles the last couple of weeks. Yeah, completely gave out on me in Bangkok. I think it was the Denise Sambuanga interview. You go and watch that. It's just funny. I could barely talk. She was laughing at me. Itsuki Hirata contemplating retirement. Yeah. So she put this post out, which I then regurgitated, shall we say, on Twitter. And then I've got this army of Japanese followers. Like I wouldn't say army. I would say a little loyal cadre of Japanese fans who seem to go to me for their one championship news for some reason. And one of them, who's got like 120,000 followers, retweeted me my post about Itsuki, and yeah, it just blew up. It was monstrous. Here it is. I'm trying to share it on the screen. You bear with me, guys. As always, I'm technologically inept. There it is. Itsuki Hirata seems to hint she could walk away from MMA after her loss to Victoria Souza at 167. I've been losing a lot lately, and I think it's up to me what to do with this. And I wanted to run away from here and quit. It might take some time for me to recover, but I'll think again if I can end up like this. So yes, it seems like, yeah, there you go. 255,000 views on that. I don't know how or why. To do the rounds. A lot of Japanese accounts were quoting it. Go figure. But yes, I did question. Yeah, I wonder what Atsuki would do after that loss. It was a very, very tough loss. I do wonder where she goes after that. I don't want to see her walk away. Maybe it's time for a change, mix things up. But I think essentially that fight was designed to be a layup for her, and she lost in bad fashion. So and that's back-to-back losses now for her. So yeah, some soul searching for sure. She got to decide if she really wants to do this. She came into one with a lot of hype. Hasn't lived up to it. I think it's fair to say. She has lost all the big tests she's faced. She's managed to kind of get wins back here and there against people on the periphery of the top 5. But every time she faces, someone with a bit of pedigree, it doesn't seem to go her way. And then Souza, that was not one I was expecting her to lose. But all fair play to Victoria Souza for that win. We'll see how Itsuki gets on. I really don't know. It depends what she wants now in life. Is she prepared to go the full distance? Right. There's some cards, aren't there, guys, that have been released. Some fights are out. One Fight Night 24. They announced the main event. I'm sure you're all thrilled. Daniel Kelly versus Maisa Bastos. Atomweight grappling title fight. Main event in August at the moment. It's the only fight I think they've officially announced for August. So I do know some other fights though for that card, and I think you all like them, guys. Don't worry. But yeah, they've been a bit slow on releasing stuff. But there it is. One Fight Night 24. Interestingly, it doesn't have a location. Oh, there it is. Lumpini Boxing Stadium. Yeah, I was going to say maybe we have a Singapore show or something. But I just clicked the ticket link and it says Lumpini. There we are. More fights to be announced soon. Yes, as I say, I've seen some of these other fights on the card. I know it's a good show. But what about next week? The next one Fight Night 23. Jackie and Mexon. Yes, we know that Ellis Barboza got added to this one. Short notice. It's not even on the website yet. But here's the rest of it. Bit of a shake-up. And they have announced the full card for Friday Fight 68 in the last couple of days. You may have seen it floating around on my socials. I think we all knew most of these fights, but they have added a couple of prelims, shall we say, which aren't even here on the website. Some Japanese fighters. You can check my social media, Instagram, to see who has made it. Is Kelly versus Bastos really the main event? Anonymous asked. I don't think it is. They just haven't announced the main event yet. I think I know what the main event is. Yeah, and if you're not a grappling fan, I think you'll be happy. Hamso, he is 37, but looked good against Stamp. Hirata has time to improve, Anonymous says. She does, yeah. I don't know where she didn't look good against Ayaka Zombie. I'm forgetting her name. Jesus. My name is blanking. My mind is blanking. Miura, yeah. Jesus. Ooh. Been a disaster today. I'm a little sick still. Yeah, she didn't look good in Japan. She didn't look good against Ham. That fight was dreadful. Anonymous thinks Hirata can still fight. She's young enough to lose a few more times in a row, but make a comeback at her age depends how bad she wants it. Yeah, that division is not so deep anymore either, atomweight, and I think a win or two can really set you up for a title shot. We've seen it already. You know, Angela's retired. There's still people ranked in that division who haven't fought in 2-3 years, like Aliona Rasahina, Tiffany Teo. You always hear me railing against those rankings, so yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it. If I was Hitsuki, I think she can come back soon, get a win or two, and she could turn it around very quickly. Was John already on Six Pool? Yes, John started the show, so you can rewind back if you want, or wait till it finishes. It's going to wrap up soon. Yeah, we had some technical difficulties. It's kind of been the theme of the show. John had terrible Wi-Fi. He's just got to Samui. He hasn't had time to buy a SIM card for his phone, but I think he said he would go to 7-Eleven after our interview and buy one. So he was using the Wi-Fi from wherever he's staying. It wasn't great, but I think we got some good stuff anyway. Any other questions, guys? Let me know, otherwise I'll wrap it up, because you can hear my voice is struggling slightly. Not been too much other news to talk about. Tends to happen with one championship because there's a month between the big shows, so to speak. So there's a bit of a lull. The week after a big card is always quite exciting, and then there's a bit of a lull until we build up to the next one. But I think it's good because we have Friday fights, a big Friday fight show coming up next week with Prajan Chai versus DiBella as the main event, and some great fights on this card, guys. Yeah, Superlek is back against Kong Torni. Sua Black, Cameron Nabati. Pet Tanong is back too. Talking of suspensions, Pet Tanong back from a year-long suspension against Alaverdi Ramazanov, who is also back from a suspension himself for getting in the ring to confront Jonathan Haggerty last November. Mehdi Zatu also got suspended for that. So all the suspensions are coming to an end now. It's good to see. Shadow against Jimmy Viano. Also another guy coming in from the cold, Jimmy. He seemed to try to leave one championship last year. I think it was. Maybe the year before. I think it was last year. He was trying to get on a card in France with Ares, with Anissa Mexen too. he was booked for that show, ended up not making it. Seems like they came to an agreement, I'm glad to say. He's a very talented guy, and this is going to be a good fight. Pack on, as Ellis was saying, Rafi Bohic, Sip Muin and Tyson Harrison, Yodlek Pet Komowit, Pompet Suryanlek, and then you started to get in the fights I have no idea about. some strawweight MMA, Sanlang Geishi and Kohei Wakabayashi. I believe there's a few other fights which, as I was saying, you can check out my Instagram post. They haven't put it on here, but yeah, there was one catchweight kickboxing fight between Lan Shanteng and Kaito Sakaguchi, who has pedigree, I believe. Kaito, I saw he's done some interesting things. He was in Rise, yeah. Check him out, guys. I'm sure beyond kickboxing boys will know him. Shoot boxing also in. Yes, but comes in with some pedigree. And what's the last fight? Yeah. Yuto Ueno, a catchweight Muay Thai fight against Ryota Hashimoto. Sorry. So that's your card. It should be a cracker. I'll be flying in on the 28th of June, literally that day. I'm busy here. I'm working until Monday to Thursday, so I won't be able to go a bit earlier, but I'll try and do some stuff from Hong Kong. Maybe live stream the press conference for you. They do a Zoom press conference, I believe. I'll try and get a few pre-fight interviews, do some podcasts. Yeah, we'll get John DiBella on the show. I'm really excited. I think this is finally at the fourth time I will get to actually meet John DiBella, who I chat to fairly frequently on Instagram and social media. A very lovely guy, a lovely chap, but a killer in the ring. But yeah, I've never actually met him in person. His first fight, I had a passport issue when he won the belt in Malaysia, I think it was. Then his second fight against Daniel Williams, I wasn't allowed to go to that one by my previous employer. Third fight, yeah, I was all set. I was there, and then he had the drama with the weight miss, the hydration thing, and the hospital. So fourth time's a charm. I'm hoping to meet DiBella, and I just want some more of his coffee. Yeah, for real. Right. Let me check the comments. But my voice gives up. Do you know, Six Paul asks, when we can expect to see Gary Tonin fight again? I haven't heard anything. No whispers. You've got to imagine they throw him on one of these American cards against Tenkai. But I don't think they want to do Tenkai in America. They probably want to try and capitalize on the hype in China. I know that they're still trying to get back to China, but everyone's struggling to get to China, even the UFC. So, yeah, I feel if Tenkai defends the belt, it's probably going to be in Thailand, and they're going to try and like you saw with the last fight night, Wei Ray. There were 3 Chinese guys on that card. Zhang Li Peng as well, and Jay Wei, was it, in MMA? So I think, yeah, and there were a lot of Chinese fans in Thailand who came to watch. They were cheering. You could hear them in the crowd. I think it helped that it was a national holiday, so they had all traveled over. So yeah, I could see them doing Tenkai in Thailand, which means Gary may have to wait if he is indeed the next challenger. But there is an interesting fight coming up in that division, which you'll hear about soon. I cannot say anymore. What happened to Andrade and Cricklier? Cricklier is always kind of in and out. I just cannot see him ever defending that heavyweight Muay Thai belt. Who do you fight exactly? It's tough to find guys his size. So I feel for him. I'd love. He's one of my faves. You know, we have a list of fighters. Tom Taylor and I, my old colleague, of just guys we love to watch, just irrespective of everything. Quickly is one for me. I love that guy. Time to go to work. Story to fight says, thanks for the show. Anytime. I'll catch up with you, I'm sure, soon. Imagine Anatoly versus Russia versus Ukraine. That would surely give one headline, says Louis. Yeah, could do. I don't think Anatoly would go to kickboxing or Muay Thai with especially against someone like Quickly. I mean, Anatoly's striking is excellent for MMA, and we've seen that. But that's a different level. Well, saying that, he's Anatoly Malikin, and he does crazy shit. So he legit wants to challenge Christian Lee for the welterweight belt. So I'm hoping people do not let him try. But I saw him last week. He's already huge again. He's not middleweight Malikin. He's super heavyweight Malikin again. Been enjoying his treats. He does love the chocolate. Chester says, I feel like Denver could use a couple more good fights. It would be cool if it was Tonin. Yeah. I think the American fans would like him as well. If you're not going to give him an MMA fight, I'd love to see him get a grappling fight or something. If they're going to push grappling, Gary Tonin's one of the biggest names in America for grappling. Any news on 169 Tokyo? No, nothing official. There was a little bit of drama with that, but it's from what I know, it's still supposed to slot between Denver and Atlanta, so late or mid-September, something like that. Late September, I think, is the plan, but nothing is official yet. Atlanta hasn't even officially been announced, so I'm hoping there is a announcement soon for Tokyo. I want to get things booked. Japan's not cheap. Fingers crossed. Rodtang wants to fight. Takeru wants to fight. Chatri wants to fight. Just depends. But yes, there is no official news on it. Fingers crossed. Nothing gets in the way. Right. Joseph Chen. Tonin versus Chen would be a nice grappling match. New Wave versus B Team, old rivalry. Yeah, so Ty Rotolo is going to grapple Joseph Chen. He was telling me before it got announced, we were chatting in the minibus on the way to I think it was the face-offs at Impact Arena. He was telling me Joseph Chen. A lot of respect for him. Should be a good match. It's weird though because it's like 1 pound over the limit, the catch weight. So if it was 1 pound less, it could be a title fight. I just don't know what's going on. Did one scrap one infinity? What was one infinity? My God. I'm just trying to Google that. Was that like if I'm correct, this was just before the pandemic blew up. So like February 2020, they announced a series of mega shows for 2020. There were going to be 4, and they were going to be called, One Infinity 1, One Infinity 2, and it was going to be like the who's who of. Yeah, there was some funny, but it never came about, obviously, because the world went to shit. But that was the plan, to have these 4 huge mega shows, and they were going to have celebrities and everything. Stack the cards. I think that's what One Infinity was, Louis. But if it's something else, please tell me. Tetsuya says Tucker seems to be in fight camp in the US right now. Yeah. So that leads me to believe the fight's going to happen against Rodtang in Japan in September. Matches up quite nicely. But no, who's not in camp? Rodtang. Make of that what you will. Let me know if you have any other questions, guys. I can hang around a little bit. Or if you want me to fuck off, I can. Yeah. Louis says, will Arjan Bullar ever fight again in one? Felt both his performance against Malakin and Alec Barry were disgraceful. Yeah, I don't think he's going to fight in one again. I like Arjan. He's a nice guy. But I know that they were not happy with what went down in Qatar with Ali Akbari in that fight, the red card for inactivity. So you'd think that they would perhaps not be in a rush to book him again. Yeah, he's in Chatri dungeon, as Fizz says. Not even Chatri jail. He's below ground. Unless they want, the only way I can see him fighting again is if they have a heavyweight prospect they want to maybe try and feed him to. If they want to give a guy a win and they think, oh, he could maybe knock out Bullard. Arjan might get a reprieve there, and then he can try and impress them himself and get a knockout. That might be a way back for him. That's the way I could see it going. Or if they end up having a show in India, they would obviously want to use him for that. Or if they have commitments with Star Sports, to use him, that might be a way back in for him. He's definitely going to have to put on a performance if he does come back, and he's going to have to change, because that last fight, did not endear him to Chatri, and the Malakin fight wasn't great either. Did you see Superlex's latest post on social media? It looks like a staph infection on his shoulder. Yeah, I think you tagged me in this, right, on Twitter earlier. I was actually looking at it. Maybe I'll bring it up. Yeah, on the screen. Everyone follow Tetsuya on Twitter, or X as it's now called. There he is. At Edgelord Camel. Great name. Is the thing on Superlex's left shoulder a staph infection? Now, I don't know if you can all see. Try and zoom in. I don't think it really works. No. Just makes all the logos big. Yeah, there's something around here. I don't know if you see my cursor, but I'm pointing at it. Right below his left fist, there's some sort of... Yeah, I don't know if it's staph infection. To me, it looks like it might be a mat burn, when you... Like, your exposed skin rubs against the mat, it can open up quite nastily. I'm not sure. What do you guys think in the chat? It's easier to see in one of his recent videos, the skin condition, says Fizz. Well, yeah, the sleuths. You need to go to Instagram and check it out and tell me what it is. I had stuff in my leg. I would show you, but then I would reveal I'm not wearing trousers or I'm just in my boxer shorts. So you can't see my bottom half, so I didn't bother putting anything on. But I got a pretty nasty staph infection in my leg when I was in Thailand for a couple of months, but in the pandemic, and I was training at Bang Tao Muay Thai gym in Phuket a couple of months, doing some jujitsu and strength and conditioning stuff as well. Yeah, I got a pretty bad staph infection towards the end of my time there, which I had to. Luckily, there's this really cool. She's a fighter, Virtua. Check her out on Instagram, Virtua Kung Fu Academic. She used to live in Hong Kong. She's really cool. She saw my leg and just immediately said that is a staph infection, and she just drove me to the nearest clinic. She wouldn't let me say no. I owe her, yeah. So I was clinging on to the back of her moped. Very, very much indebted to her. Virtua Partikova. Yeah, check her out. She's fighting around Thailand, training at Bang Tao. She has a great corgi as well. It was very cool. Sorry. My voice is dead. What happened to the video game one was supposed to release? Is this the fight arena? Legit, I thought they'd already released that like a year ago at least. I don't know how they haven't. It's like the longest drawn out video game release ever. The one used to show fights in VR in Meta Horizon worlds, but they seem to have stopped. Do you know anything about this, perhaps? No idea. I don't know what Meta Horizon worlds is. Is that something to do with Facebook? I'm pretty bad at technology. Six pool. Still no gameplay footage. Yeah. I have no idea about that game. Will Tawanchai recover in time for Atlanta? Asks Tetsuya. He seems to have an orbital fracture, according to reports from Thai media. Yeah, he had something. I don't know if you saw the interview with Frank on Wednesday that we did here. Great interview, by the way, translator Frank. But he was kind of giving a lot of insight into the aftermath of that main event, and he said Tawanchai, when they're getting ready to do the interview in the ring, and Frank's going to translate for him. Tawanchai said, P. Frank, I can't see, I cannot see anything. So I think there's definitely an eye issue. He didn't come and speak to media. He went straight he was transported to hospital. So that would put him in doubt for Atlanta. If it is an orbital, that's a long recovery. I think 6 months at least. It's an app in VR. All right. Yeah, I don't. Oh, I think I remember something about this now. Yeah, I saw. It sounds cool, but I don't know anything about VR. Yeah, I'm old. I'm getting old, guys. 36. I saw a VR one on YouTube clips. It was pretty cool. Alcy says, "Yeah, maybe I need to check this out." Six Pool says it's fun. There's some on one's YouTube channel you can watch with the YouTube VR app and a Meta Quest headset. Maybe I need to get a headset. Where does one get a headset? I have to look into it. All right. Maybe we leave it there, guys. Yeah. Ego Kinds shared a picture with me. It looks like a burn mark. Yeah, super like. I don't know if this is helpful. Can you see? Looks like a burn. Thank you, Ego Kind, for sending me that. Yeah, basically looks like, I think it's a matte burn more than a staph infection. But anyway, I gotta go. Sorry, I was just texting. Fun end to the show. Yeah, been fun to hang around and chat. Cheers, guys, for asking questions. Where does Ong laugh? I think Michael Owens. Oh, isn't that one of life's unanswered questions? You know, not actually sure. He's in Bangkok now because he was supposed to fight on the 167. Fell through, but he already booked some flights and hotels and stuff for his family. So he's hanging out in Bangkok, chilling with Shannon Wirachai. They were training together. Yeah, but I got my voice is going, guys. So thanks for all watching. I'll catch you Wednesday. We're gonna have another fun show. And as I was saying, Chatri is supposedly doing an interview with me on Wednesday too. Won't be live, but it'll be on the channel. So check back in a couple days. I'm gonna line up another fun show with some guests. But we'll see you then. Have a good one, guys.